Inside of the 3D viewport on the top right-hand side, there are a bunch of spheres. These spheres control the 3D viewport and what we see. So currently what we are seeing is solid mode. So in solid mode, we see objects like this cube as a solid. The left-hand side, the very first of these spheres, where it kind of almost looks like a basketball, where it's a circle with some lines inside of it. This is called wireframe mode. So let's click on wireframe mode. This is what it looks like as a wireframe. So you can kind of think of it as like an X-ray view of the object. This is great when you have nested objects or you kind of want to see the actual mesh of how it's formed. So great stuff here. So this is wireframe. We use wireframe quite a bit in modeling as well. So let's go to the right again. Let's click on the solid. So this is solid view. This is solid shading. On the right-hand side of that, the one that kind of looks like an hourglass, this is called material preview. So it's not rendering in full time. It's just giving us a little taste. We can see the cube now looks different. And the reason why it looks different is Blender has a baked-in HDRI map, which is essentially baked-in lighting to light up the scene. We'll get into lighting and HDRIs later. The very last of these spheres, the one that kind of has the little highlight on it, that's render view. So let's click on render. And it just changed and it looks completely different. And we can kind of see that this little lamp right here, that's what I'm going to select it. So I'm going to hover over it. I'm going to select it. This right here is a light, or sometimes known as a lamp in this case. We can see this little lamp is actually illuminating the scene. It's illuminating the cube. So with render view, we can actually have lights interact with the object. Now with render view, this is what we're going to be actually seeing when we render out this as an image. The only difference is the resolution of the render. So when we actually render this out to an image, it'll be a higher resolution than what we're seeing. So let's go over this again. Wireframe, solid, material preview, and rendered. The keyboard shortcuts for this, again, I absolutely love keyboard shortcuts, is click Z on the keyboard, and we can select these for different options. So we can select wireframe, material preview, and solid. What's nice about this is it actually displays the name of the different types. So we can select solid, Z, go to wireframe, Z, go to material preview. And that is how we switch between the different shading types.